Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out, it's Martin. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
To throw, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They call the counter play here. Got the first down and still motoring. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Penn State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Try and muscle for the first down. And moves the football to the 27 on a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Can he get there on the ground? The tackle, but first down.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Who got it? The field goal's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Tight end goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Now here he goes. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Looking for some space. It's Martin. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or attack.
Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, That's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add the lead now at PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. With the catch, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Strong run keeps the drive going. First down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. They're looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Carr. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. And the returner is brought down. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had a it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's caught. And Stewart breaks a tackle in the clear now. He's in the clear. Past the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Wolverines. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Martin. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quick throw to the left. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's past the marker and still going. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. And so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Goes it in. It's Stewart. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The PAT puts him up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Grab down the middle. It's Henry. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. Off the big play, they're pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense. points there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Martin. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going, it's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
E&T is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. Loses the football. The scramble is on. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The tuck strategy here.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
1st down here for this offense. Wants to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Now, with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
One more play before they head to the locker room. A running play called on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense operating from the pistol. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They pick up the first on the ground. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points.
They'll take a deep shot here. It is intercepted. He could go. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Direct snap to the back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Carr. The pass rush closing in. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Movement here from the tight end. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. You think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. On the run here, lets it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they look to the right. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Any anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's caught. It's Stewart. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. He knocks it through with confidence. And with that, they regain the lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Bringing it out, it's Martin. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Carr. Finds his man. It's Henry. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. They'll hand it off. Breaks an open space. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's a shotgun run call. Gets the first and still running. tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quick throw to his receiver. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to...
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Martin. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The game makes it second and medium. Looking to pass. It's Carr. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Park over the middle. It's Henry. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on second down. He's a quick catch. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Henry. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
One of the biggest throws we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Back to pass. It's Carr. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set him up 1st and goal at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? There's a handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Well, another nice throw by this quarterback. You know, Chris, he's had a heck of a day the entire game, avoiding mistakes, making good throws, giving his team a chance to win this game. And when it comes down to it, I want the ball in his hands with a chance to make a play to win it.
Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. They'll try to run for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
Press coverage now from the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. terms of first down pass attempts. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Grabbed by the receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quick throw, catch made. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? He pulls in the catch.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? He stopped, but he gets a first down. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he goes down, but the takeaway is a fitting ending to this winning performance by the defense. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.